Hello and welcome to Nikolai's genetics lessons, and the first question of the day is: what is meant by the description antiparallel regarding the two strands that make up the DNA double helix? And here is a variants to choose from. Let me start with variant D. The double helix structure of the DNA creates non-parallel strands. Take a look at this picture, and as you can see, in double-stranded DNA we see two backbones which are parallel, and also in this image also these two strands are parallel. So this variant is not true, and we can cross out it. And next variant, variant C, base pairings create an equal spacing between the two DNA strands. Let's take a look at our picture again, and as you see, the space between two strands is the same, because in double-stranded DNA, large bases, which are purines, always base pair with pyrimidines, which is small. So if we have purine here, then it base pair with pyrimidine, or this pyrimidine would base pair with purine. So the Ys is always the same. So this base has one ring and this base has two rings. So one ring base always base pair with a base with two rings. And this creates the equal Ys along the whole DNA. So as you see, this is wrong variant, and we also can cross out this variant. And next variant, one strand contains only purines and the other contains only pyrimidines. This is also not true according to our picture, and as you see, we have only one correct answer left. Answer A. The 5' end to 3' end direction of one strand runs counter to the 5 to 3' end direction on the other strand. One more time, let's take a look at our picture. This sugar here has the following carbon atoms. So carbon atom number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and here is going to be number 5. So this is 5' end here, and here we have number 1, number 2, number 3. So here is a 3' end. So let me use different color to show direction: 5' end to 3' end. And on the other strand of the DNA, this sugar has carbon number 1 here, number 2 here, number 3 here, number 4 here, and number 5 here. So this is going to be 5' end. And this sugar, or deoxyribose, have carbon number 1 here, carbon number 2 here, and carbon number 3 here. So here's a 3' end. This is going to be 3' end and 5' end. Now you see 5' end, 3' end on one strand of the DNA. So this is going to be directionality, and 5' end to 3' end on the other strand of the DNA. So these two strands of the DNA anti-parallel, go in different directions, in the opposite directions. So as you see, the correct answer is answer A. And the second question is: eukaryotic chromosomes are composed of which of the following macromolecules? And here's the variants of the answers to choose from. And in order to answer this question, I want you to take a look at this picture. And as you see, chromosome consists of DNA which winds around histones, which are proteins. These proteins are positively charged and DNA is negatively charged. Fragments of the chromosomes, which represent genes which are going to be actively transcribed, would represent open chromatin, which we call euchromatin. And those fragments which are not going to be transcribed, for example, intergenic space, would be represented by closed chromatin, which we call heterochromatin. Now we can choose the correct answer, and as you see, eukaryotic chromosomes are composed of which of the following macromolecules? Variant B is the correct answer. Eukaryotic chromosomes composed of the DNA and proteins or histones. And this is all for today. Subscribe and see you in the next video. Goodbye.